new political formations in the 18th century. The decline of the Mughal Empire. The 18th century was a period of transition for India. The Mughal Empire had started to decay during the last 25 years of the reign of Aurangzeb, when he was preoccupied with wars in the Deccan. His prolonged absence from northern India hastened the disintegration of the Mughal administration. These events undermined the unity and stability of the empire despite the long and otherwise strong rule of Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb depleted the military and financial resources of the empire by waging a long and very costly war. While he was away, the powerful governors, Subedars, began to consolidate their authority in different parts of India. Increase in taxes made peasants and zamindars rebellious. This indirectly hastened the disintegration of Mughal power. Nevertheless, the Mughal dynasty still commanded respect in the country. Bahadur Shah.
Aurangzeb's death in 1707 led to a war of succession among his three sons. The 65-year-old Bahadur Shah emerged victorious. Bahadur Shah followed a policy of compromise and conciliation and tried to mend fences with the Rajputs, the Jats and the Sikhs. He adopted a more tolerant attitude towards the Hindu chiefs and Rajas. He released Shivaji's grandson Shahu. In fact, through this diplomacy, he was trying to create a rift among the Marathas. This policy succeeded for some time. The short reign of Bahadur Shah was full of troubles. He could not control the rising power of the Marathas and the Sikhs. He died in 1712, but soon after the death of Aurangzeb, the Mughal governors of Bengal, Awadh and Hyderabad declared their independence from the Mughal rule. The rebellions of the Sikhs, the Jats and the Satnamis had already weakened the Mughal Empire during the later half of the rule of Aurangzeb. The Rohilla Pathans occupied the plains of the Ganga. The Pathans, the Sikhs and the Afghans carved out their independent states in the territory between the Yamuna and the Sindh.
Last Mughal Emperor. Bahadur Shah died in 1712 CE. The last Mughal ruler was Bahadur Shah Zafar. He participated in the 1857 revolt and was deported to Rangoon, today's Yangon, by the British rulers, where he died in 1862. The Mughal rulers also had to face a series of attacks from the northwest. These attacks sapped their strength and accelerated the process of disintegration. Last Mughal Emperor. The Rohilla Pathans occupied the plains of Ganga. The Pathans, the Sikhs and the Afghans carved out their independent states in the territory between Yamuna and Sindh. The Persian ruler Nadir Shah, followed by Afghan ruler Ahmad Shah Abdali, invaded India. They created chaos and took back huge plunder. Nadir Shah carried off the famous Kohinoor diamond as well as the famous peacock throne that originally belonged to Shah Jahan and which was installed in the Diwan-e-Am in Agra fort. Thus, during the 18th century, India slipped into disorder and confusion. It was one of the darkest periods in the history of our country. Nadir Shah. Nadir Shah was the ruler of Persia, Iran. He invaded India in 1739 CE, attracted by the wealth for which India was always famous. His armies marched through Punjab. Nadir Shah reached Delhi and ordered a general massacre. The invader plundered enormous wealth. Nadir Shah also carried away the famous Kohinoor diamond and the jewel-studded peacock throne of Shah Jahan. Today, it occupies pride of place in the Goldstan Palace in Iran. Third Battle of Panipat. The Third Battle of Panipat was fought between Marathas and Afghans in 1761. Abdali, inflicted a crushing defeat on the Marathas, forcing them to retreat to the Deccan for some time. The Mughal emperor now ruled only in name. Many independent kingdoms now arose throughout the country. Shah Alam II ascended the throne in 1759. He suffered the disgrace of coming under the protection of the Marathas, who thereafter played an important role in Indian history. Mughal emperors continued to rule in name until 1857, but the real political power in the 18th century had shifted to new kingdoms now rising to power. Emergence of new states. Indian states in the 18th century can be divided into three categories. First, the old Mughal provinces of Awadh, Bengal, and Hyderabad, which were powerful and quite independent, did not openly deny the authority of the Mughal emperor. Second, the states of Watan Jagirs enjoyed more independence than the old Mughal provinces. These included several Rajput principalities. Third, in this category fall those states which asserted their freedom from Mughal rule after a long struggle. It includes the dominions of the Marathas, Sikhs, Jats, etc.